NOAA updated its hurricane outlook for the rest of the season, calling for an above-average season and saying there is no signs of hurricane season slowing down. I'm 11 Alive Storm Tracker meteorologist Melissa Nord, and here is the latest outlook, the latest forecast for hurricane season in the Atlantic. The lead forecaster, Matthew Rosencrans, saying that it's likely going to be an active second half of the season. Our new forecast calls for 15 to 21 named storms, 7 to 10 of which being hurricanes, and 3 to 5 of which being major hurricanes. So what are the factors into this forecast? Number one, La Nina. Now, this is something that we track: El Nino, La Nina, and ENSO neutral conditions that change the equatorial Pacific Ocean waters. What's happening in the ocean in the Pacific? Well, what does that have to do with the Atlantic? Well, it can end up influencing when we have wind shear, the amount of wind shear. With a La Nina, we're likely to see less wind shear. That can allow for more storms forming and more storms that can potentially strengthen. That's going to be developing this fall. West of African monsoon is going to be active, and also sea surface temperatures in the main development region, the Caribbean and Eastern Atlantic, these are likely going to be near normal. Now, last year was above normal, and that's why we had such a historic season, but with them near normal, that's warm. That's the potential. Hurricanes need that warm ocean water as fuel for them. They're like steam engines. That helps them strengthen. So we've already made it through 5 named storms this season so far. Elsa was the first hurricane of the season. It was also the earliest 5th named storm that we've had and on record, the earliest 5th named storm on record. So you can see the rest of the list of names. And even though we haven't had anything since Elsa, which formed at the end of June, continued through early July, we've had a little bit of Saharan dust that's been inhibiting tropical activity. But all signs point towards, as we head further into August, things are going to begin to ramp up more. Right now, the Hurricane Center monitoring 2 clusters of thunderstorms that have the potential, a low potential, but at least they're monitoring it for potential development over the next 5 days. But if these don't develop, certainly the next one or the next one after that will, because look where we are historically. Our peak of hurricane season is September 10th. So once we get into August, you can see hurricane frequency here. The activity, climatologically in history, it ramps up. And it peaks September 10th, and we see very active activity throughout September into early October. And we're likely going to see that, especially with this La Nina that will be developing as we head into fall. What about the month of August? Where do we tend to see hurricanes developing and tropical named systems? Well, you'll notice on the map we see a lot of development that can happen in the Caribbean heading into the Gulf, or heading in the Atlantic up the East Coast.